Welcome back. It's Wine Wednesday. Oh, sorry. I thought there was a spider. It was a piece of fluff. Haha. Anyways, today, whatever. Um, Today we're drinking a sweeter wine. It's not a sweet wine, I wouldn't call it, but it is the Goldbach Kress Riesling Auslese. So this is German. Last week, last week for you, about an hour ago for myself, we had the Copper Moon that was international and came from literally nowhere. But prior to that, this whole series has been French so far, so we're changing it up. So this is a sweeter German wine. So Germany, they have this series of sweet wines. Well, they're not all sweet, but they have the series of wines that are controlled and regulated, and it goes from Cabernet, Spätlese, Auslese, Beerenauslese, Eiswein, Trockenbeerauslese. No, Auslese. No, I did that right. Never mind. My German is all mixed up and I'm still studying. It's terrible. Anyways, let's talk about this wine. So, first thing you'll note is that it's this lovely, like a deep gold color, which it's amazing. I love a wine that looks like that. And even before you open this up, as to what kind of wine it is, you'll notice the bottle is much smaller. So this is 50 centiliters, and I don't know what's up with the Europeans and their love of centiliters, but here in Canada, we never use that. So this would be a 500 milliliter bottle. I have no clue what that is in imperial, because we never learned it, and also imperial units of measurement are stupid. So it's smaller than your typical standard wine bottle. So something like this is a wonderful indication that it is, like mostly you see this with like a dessert wine or a sweeter wine when it is like that. I also have another ice wine that I think I'm going to drink, but I'm not sure if I'll have on the channel, but it's sitting in my wine cellar, well, my wine storage unit, my cellar, which I call it. Anyways, I digress. Let's talk about this wine. So first off, smelling it, it's got this lovely, like honeyed, there's a little bit of like petrol, which is like, whenever people say petrol with Riesling, like it's a good petrol, not a bad petrol, and but it's this just sweet, lovely smell. And it also really smells like, it just has this warm creaminess to it. It just really, like you smell it and you get excited. It smells like dessert. Like I want a cake, and this is hitting the spot for me. I mean, I still wouldn't turn down cake, but I digress. This is a wonderful wine to have after dinner, because especially if you're like me and you have a sweet tooth, it's nice to have something that's a little sweeter that isn't, dry and this so acidic. And one thing that I think is interesting, I was just like, so this wine isn't super sweet in taste. Like it's got that wonderful, like it really matches what you smell. There's that lovely floralness and honeyness and everything, and it's not super sweet. It's not like if you've had a Sauterne or a Tokai, both of which I'll have on this channel at some point. Like it's not super sweet, but this is definitely a sweeter wine. There is definitely sugar in this wine that you can taste, but it's funny because it's really balanced out with acidity that you don't drink and taste the acidity. You don't go, oh, this is acidic. But if you're feeling for it, and I always like to, there's two things. First, you can feel it in your cheeks, how much they kind of just go like, There's a lot of terrible facial things that we do with wine, and that's one of them. Another one I'm not going to show it, but you take your spit cup and then you just see how much you drool out of your mouth to measure the acidity. It works great, but it's disgusting to watch someone do. But overall, like, I mean, overall, the experience of this wine is really, it's quite balanced. The flavor is not as pronounced as I would like, personally. Does this have a vintage on it? So this was a 2015, which is good. There's a lot of some nice fruit, like a lot of I would go with like peach and pear. Once again, I do a lot of weird facial things. The thing is, though, yeah, there's definitely, it's not perfect, but it is a great wine. I would highly recommend. If you're looking for something sweeter and you're wanting something, like if you're looking, let me rephrase that. If you're looking for a fun drink for like after dinner, you're just relaxing, or especially you're someone who you love going for the pink, or your pink or white Zinfandel that's pink, or your, I think they have pink Moscato, or just one of those wines that taste like juice. If you're looking for that sweetness, this might not be a bad wine to try. Something like a German Riesling that you see the Auslese label on. I'm wondering, is it Auslese Riesling or Riesling Auslese? If you speak German, please let me know, because I'm not sure which one I should be saying. I know what the label looks like, but that doesn't help you. But no, overall, it's a great wine. Age this more, but can you smell? Once again, a lighter intensity of the smell. But I'd say a very good wine. I mean, I really enjoy this. And that's, I'm getting more into German Rieslings. I'm starting to really enjoy them, really enjoying what they're doing with them. So yeah, I highly recommend it. But until next week, when we will have another wine, which I don't know yet, but it will be something fun, I'm sure. Because I run the channel and everything I do I think is fun, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But anyways, so in the meantime, like, share, comment what video. This shouldn't be boilerplate. Just do what you want. Just write something. Anyways, and subscribe, please, so I feel better about that, and then I can go one of those signs and I can get verified and make money off this. Anyways, see you next week.